What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dan Reviews, and today we're going to be doing our next Walking Dead trade paperback review, and that is for the next volume in line of the set of the 26 set volumes of the Walking Dead comic book series, doing all of them in a playlist, putting all of the reviews up for you guys, so you guys can check out any one you want for the Walking Dead, at least for the first 20 so far. And that is, volume 20, which is All Out War Part 1. So this is cool. I do like this cover art right here. Yeah, I like the zombie too. This is really cool. And you have all the gunfire, all the gunshots. I just like the orange, and then all of our survivors like Holly, Rick, Jesus. That would be like Sasha right there. Ezekiel. I think that's Eugene in the back. You got a couple other survivors. Heath I see in there, and yeah, there's a couple here, so that's pretty cool. And they're firing off against these saviors, and there's more probably in the background that we just can't see, obviously. So if you guys know what this is the beginning of All Out War. We kind of saw the march to war. We saw the almost the beginning, because we kind of saw the beginning of like skirmishes and things like that, but this is the actual war, and this right here will be the equivalent of The Walking Dead Season 8, roughly. So, like, first half Season 8, I'm gonna say. So, I really like the cover. It's probably one of my favorite covers of any trade paperback. I just really like this one. And when we're done reviewing all 26 of these, we're going to be doing a video talking about my top 5 favorites out of these. So, yeah, that's one thing. But to get started with this one, basically you have everybody's kind of waking up. They're kind of ready to kind of go to war, so to speak. You have Ezekiel and Michonne. They're kind of waking up. And everybody's kind of just ready to go. They're kind of getting ready to fight and all that kind of stuff. Rick makes a huge speech on this truck and says how we're going to beat them. And, you know, I haven't asked a lot of most of you. You've been allowed to live here as you have without giving anything in return. So, kind of telling everybody that, you know, we're going to be working together and things like that. So that's pretty cool. So they go to Negan's compound, which is awesome, and they actually go right here. Rick and everybody else. Rick says, "Okay, let's get an intro position," and they go to Negan's compound, and they actually shoot in the middle of the night, like at midnight, literally, shoot off a couple gunshots, and basically right in front of Negan's compound. And you can tell that Negan and all them, they're almost outnumbered here, because look at all of Rick's people, man. Like, you have Rick, you have Jesus, Cal, Heath, you have Ezekiel, Michonne, tons of other characters just ready to fight, man. Just ready to go. And Rick says, "Negan, show yourself." Stand down. And he says, you gotta be effing kidding me. So that's kind of funny. Negan's just he's not really ready for this, even though he kind of expected it. And basically, he has captured Gregory, and we didn't know this. And he has him, he was going to throw him over the bank of walkers if they don't stand down, basically. And, the communities kind of start to stand down, and then Negan kicks him right off because they get too close, and Negan right there kicks him right off the bank. So Gregory goes right into the pile of walkers, right? Then the gunfires start, and the walkers that are unleashed, where the kind of prisoners take them out there, where Daryl was there, as prisoner, taking all those out there in that little fence with like dead walkers. And then they're there all kind of fighting behind buses. And it's just a war at this point. They're really going in, and they're really just kind of going at each other. You have all these walkers who come in. You guys can see that, hopefully. That is just absolutely huge. And they just keep going in. It's so exciting. And Holly actually rams a truck right into Negan's compound. right there, which that would be the death of Sasha right here in the TV series. She rams a truck through Negan's compound, the sanctuary, and she falls out, and they basically capture her. And she says she wants revenge for Abraham, and she says that she misses him very, very much. And you can just see right now, as that's all that's going on, there's tons of walkers out there, and they're just waiting, and all the saviors are basically stuck in there until they can do something. So Rick and all of them, they're kind of chilling out after the first kind of battle, so to speak. And Negan and the saviors, basically, they keep Holly in this prison cell. And Gregory also somehow stays alive, and he goes back to the hilltop. And Maggie just hits him. Like, oh my god, yeah. And she just whams him in the face. And, it's insane, man. So, yeah, there's that, and there's a lot of gunfire. Negan and the Saviors attack Alexandria. They blow it to pieces. They have to go to war. They're shooting walkers. They're shooting people in the head right there. And they're just going, and they're just fighting their way through. And Eric ends up getting bit right here, which is Aaron's boyfriend. And he gets bit. He gets eaten alive. So that is absolutely crazy. Just people dying left, right, and center. And that's not even it, because there's more later on in this trade. Then you also have, aside from Eric, you have the death of Shiva, which is crazy. So basically, I've shown this in my Shiva video, but I'm going to show it again. She tries to attack walkers, and basically she's doing pretty good. She's eating walkers alive, but it's just too many, and she gets torn apart. So Ezekiel's kind of grieving for that after. And, it's an insane war. Rick and them, they're in a church. And then everything seems calm, right? And then all of a sudden, the walls just start getting blown away. And the glass is smashing everywhere. And there's Negan with a bomb outside of Alexandria. Bombs, right? And he's just standing out there and just telling them to run away. And then he kind of says, oh no, wait, you can have your friend back. And they bring back Holly. But what they don't know, because they put a bag over her head, and they took her, when Negan and them, it seemed like they left after they gave Holly back. It seemed like they were getting ready to drive away. But then she turned out to be a zombie. So she was killed off screen. And I almost feel like that's what they're gonna do with Sasha. And I've shown you guys this already. And she bites Denise right on the arm, and Denise goes down. And as Heath is running to try to go save Denise, he gets blown away by a huge bomb, and his leg falls right off. And then and the Saviors just attack, and they go in, and they just boom. Anyway. This is the point where it gets crazy. People start getting blown away, and this Rick's group, I feel like they're starting to lose, but they also kind of start winning later on. But then Alexandria just starts getting demolished. I'm talking demolished. Look at these houses on fire. Andrea, Rick, and Carl got out safely, and they're just running out. Right, just like a target. It's not safe for them. They could get shot in any second. Good thing they didn't. But then Carl ends up kind of just, man. So Carl ends up kind of getting shot, and he does survive, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in this one that's really insane. So it's an insane trade, and you see Negan right here at the very end, and he says, we've won, we've won this, and that's where they leave us, and we have still another trade left of the All Out War storyline. So this is like only half of what All Out War is. So this is insane. This is really crazy. This is probably, for me, the most insane trade of The Walking Dead, probably ever. This one and the next one are probably the two best ones. At least some of the best Walking Dead's ever had. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about this trade in the comments below, guys. This is an insane story arc from the comic books that I was absolutely blown away to read. When I first read this individual issues of this, I was just blown away. I couldn't even... Whew, it was just crazy. So, yeah, guys, if you liked the video, please thumb it up below. And I'll see you guys for volume 21. We're getting further on with these. So, I'll see you guys for that. Peace.